and bioreserve. Sanctuaries, national parks and bioreserves are established for the protection of wildlife. All these three words sound like synonyms, but there is some difference. Let us be familiar with them. So these words could be familiar, or we just say it is same. It could be a bioreserve, or it is a national park, or it's a sanctuary. So it means same to us, but it is different. Let's try to understand. Sanctuary: human activities are permitted within a certain limit. Domesticated animals are allowed to graze after due permission from the authorities. Wildlife sanctuaries is established for the protection of some species. The sanctuary can be established by government after certain process. Periyar, Chandraprabha, Eturnagram, etc. are famous sanctuaries. So on the page number 72 of your textbook, there is this whole entire images map is done. You are not supposed to have that political map, like you don't have this state inscribed within your map. So you are supposed to write each and every national park or sanctuary or bioreserve zone with whatever sign you would like to draw, and this map should be there in your faculty. Second one is national park. Compared to the sanctuaries, this is more protected zone. More than one ecosystem included here. There is a complete ban on animal grazing. Before that, like in sanctuaries, after authorizations, permission, the animal can graze. Here the grazing is totally banned. It is not centered around one species as it is in a sanctuary. Sanctuaries are generally for one kind of species or maybe for one. But it is these national parks are having more than one ecosystems. In science, you have already learned what is the meaning of ecosystem. It is established through the coordination of state and central government. Kaziranga, Corbett, Venavaran, Marine National Park, Gir, Dachika, etc. are important national parks. Third one is bioreserve zone. It is formed according to international norms. The purpose is to protect the physical and cultural diversity of any region. So physical and cultural diversity, like कोई एवी आदिवासी जाति जे छे એને ડિસ્ટર્બ ના કરવું જોઈએ, એની આજુબાજુના એન્વાયરમેન્ટ સાથે જેવી રીતે બેલેન્સ થી જીવતા હોય એવી રીતે જીવવા દેવા જોઈએ. એના કલ્ચરની અંદર બી કોઈ ફેરફાર નહીં, અને આઉટર સ્ટ્રક્ચર જે છે એની અંદર એ કાંઈ ફેરફાર નહીં. સો physical and cultural diversity of any region. Beside the vegetation, insect and land of that area, the lifestyle of the people living there is also protected. Special arrangements are created for research and training about bioreserve. In such proclaimed area, all external human movements are totally restricted. The average area of such a zone is larger than 5,000 square kilometers. Nilgiri, Gulf of Mannar, Great Nicobar, Sundarban, Panchmali, etc. are considered to be the important bioreserve of the nation. The Run of Kutch of Gujarat was declared as a bioreserve zone in 2008 for the protection of its special environmental condition. Okay, in India there is a bioprotected zone are 18, national parks are 103, and sanctuary are 531. Out of them, in Gujarat, only one bioprotected zone, obviously the Run of Kutch, 4 national parks, that is 4 in Gujarat, and 23 sanctuaries are in Gujarat. Next, development process is inevitable, but along with it, it is necessary to keep in mind its ill effect on the entire life system while whenever one species is completely in long run. Thus, effects reach many men very late, hence we are not aware of it. Those environmental dangers which are following the result of carelessness development before decades. If we have plant development, there will not be any problem. Friendly approach with the environment is needed for present days. So, if anyway we are harming this environment by modernization, or let's just say industrialization, for sake of that we are harming the certain kind of species, and if this one or two kind of species are getting harmed, due to that entire food chain, or let's just say food web entirely get disturbed, and due to that there is an imbalance in environment. So that whatever the reflection that we are facing nowadays, it could be a result of previous decade, past 10 years, whatever we have done, our forefathers have done. So result of that we are having right now, we are facing difficulty. It could be related to pollution, it could be related to the air that we breathe, or any kind of other thing which is related to environment. So that is a result of our unplanned food states. So what we can do, if we want to do industrialization, there is nothing wrong. It is a need of our day-to-day life. Okay, but we can plan these things in such a way that we disturb the wildlife the least. Things to know has been left till the time. So page number 69, red panda is found in wall forests of eastern Himalayas. His food is bamboo sprout, eggs, small birds, insect. It is less active during day. Beside India, it is also found in China, Nepal, Bhutan and Myanmar. So here is the figure of red panda. Next is Ganga river dolphin. So this dolphin is somewhat extinct today. Let's study. This Ganga river dolphin is found in river Brahmaputra and Ganga, and is a freshwater species. Taju pani or freshwater or imagine. Generally, it lives in the river having deep and calm water flow. It is found in Ganga river, which flows through one of the densely populated regions of the world. Due to the release of dirty water in river, sedimentation due to deforestation, fishery, navigation in river, industrial waste, etc., danger has been created against its existence. Apart from Ganga and Brahmaputra rivers, there are few such dolphins left in Chambal river. It comes to the surface very often to breathe, making shoo-shoo like sound. So, it is also known by name Soots, Sushu and Trish. It is also found in river of our neighbors Nepal and Bangladesh. At present, existence of Ganga river dolphin are in danger. Leopard. So there is a basically only thing that you are supposed to memorize is that. So this one is leopard. Leopard has this lines in their entire body, while the cheetah has this dots on its body. Okay, leopard belongs to the cat family. It has smaller structure compared to lion and tiger. It is found everywhere in India. It is also found in dark black color. It is found in large number in forests of Gujarat. It often comes to human settlement. People unknowingly call it a cheetah also. Next is cheetah. It is totally extinct from the forest in India. Today it is found in Africa in its natural habitat. In India it is found in a Trivandrum was found frequently along the Gujarat coast, especially along Saurashtra coast. But today it is rarely seen along the Gujarat coast. So this is a picture of it. I do remember when I was in my school days, at that time we have seen something like this in Chowpatty of Porbandar. Maybe it is not nowadays seen, but something like these I have seen over there. So that's all for chapter 9. The chapter is over. You are supposed to write all the exercise question and answers.